there's this idea that I've been working with for some time. I want to share it with you right now. The idea is that there's two streams of consciousness running through us at all times. The first one is expansive. It wants to come out. It wants us to express fully who we are in our completeness, in our wholeness. It wants to move us towards healing. It wants to move us towards growth. It wants to move us towards the embodiment of everything that we are. Embodiment of our fullest, highest potential. And then the second stream of consciousness actually prefers things to be nice and safe and to make sense and to go slowly and to follow a particular order. And it doesn't take too kindly to wild jumps in the dark and the unknown. It doesn't feel comfortable with that and tries to protect you. Now, does that resonate? Do those two streams of consciousness, that make sense to you? The reason I love this idea is that everything we need to heal and to grow and to fulfill our highest potential is already in us. It's already here. We don't need anything external. We don't need anybody to tell us to do anything. It comes built in. And the thing about the second part, of course, it comes into tension with it. It wants to keep us safe, not jump into the unknown of who we are. The thing about that part is that it's trying to keep us safe. It's trying to protect us. And when we start seeing it, not as something wrong, not as something blocking us, not as something that's stopping us from being all that we can be, but maybe a little bit more like a kind of a dumb friend that has the best of intentions for us, but its methods aren't the best. Its methods kind of block us and end up hurting us. So when we see it that way, there's so much that is possible for us. So navigating the two and helping the second part come on board with the movement of the first one, that's what I do. That's what I offer. So you are still your main healer. Everything you need is in you. You're in the driver's seat. Where I come in is I'm just a really, really, really good navigator of these energies, and I can sit in your corner and see where you can't see and guide you and give you a bit of a map that you don't see yet. So here's what I want you to do. If you're contemplating working one-on-one with me, is take a deep breath in and let it go. And I invite you to check in with your body, a place that feels stuck or blocked, a place where the tension between these two streams of energy is uncomfortable for you, a place you'd like to heal, a pattern that keeps coming back. And I invite you to tune in. What does this need? Is it just a little hiccup on what is otherwise a really great flow for you and you just need a little tune-up? Then the 45-minute sessions are great for you. Do you feel like you might need to deep dive in with somebody who holds space for you, making it all safe because it's a little scary for you? Then the 90-minute session is probably good for you. And maybe you feel that this is beyond one session. Long-standing patterns, maybe of not loving yourself fully or keeping other people all the way as your priority and never really giving to yourself. Now, if it's a longer-standing pattern like that, you might want a mentor, a guide, and several sessions. So if that's you, then I invite you into a 20-minute guidance session where I can hear what's going on for you, and we can really empower you to find what is the right structure for you at this time. We can work together to looking at what that is, and to be fair, you'll probably start with a 90-minute session, a deep dive together, after which we can create the structure. So now that there's some clarity, if there's clarity, I invite you to book your session. Go right ahead. So whether it's your 20-minute discovery call, totally free, your 45-minute tune-up, or your 90-minute deep dive, whether that you're anticipating to be a first of many or a single session. I honestly cannot wait to work with you. This work is so beautiful and potent, just like you are.